Libra, hi. Welcome to the 2024 readings. So the way this is going to go, we're going to look into each month, and the spread I came up with was, well, it's going to look something like the energy you're in for the whole month, what you're dealing with, how you're dealing with it, and then we'll look into the advice. Which the advice can be just a continuation of the other energies, and then it'll kind of come off of that. There's going to be an angle from above where you can see it either here or here. I haven't decided yet, okay? So you'll see it somewhere on the screen where you can see what's going on here, and then you may have times where there's a full continuation to it, other times where it just stops for a month or two, and then I kind of take notice and I restarted, but I'm not going to redo the whole reading just because this bugger stopped. I just have to continuously look up, and I'm like, I forget. Anyways, just thought I should put a little bit of that in there because I know some of you like to see the cards. And it's a pretty expanded reading. So for this one, for this type, I'm going to be editing a little more. There will be an extended to the readings, which I will be looking into the energy that's dealing with you. And a lot of the times I know we may have the tendency to watch the main video and then focus on one energy in particular in there. And then when we watch the other energy that's at the other end of this, we have the tendency to think it's the same energy. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes you are dealing with a specific energy that I will be reading for you in the original. And then in the extended, it might be that it's somebody else altogether that's dealing with you. So let's say in the reading, it's going to show up as an energy that involves your work, right? It's not even a person, it's the energies around your work. And then in the extended, your mom or your dad or your pet might show up as the energy that ties them up to you and their perspective on things. Sometimes they match in the sense of, yes, it is the same energy in the extended. Sometimes they don't. So keep that in mind. Don't get stuck with, wait a minute. In the reading, you said this and this and this, and then in the extended, they're behaving like this. That doesn't make sense. No, because it's a different energy. So keep that in mind. Also, try your best to not make this into a little bit of a soap opera kind of a situation. You know, from month to month, for the most part, the overall energy, the bigger energy at play is kind of going to be the same, but sometimes it's going to change in the sense of from January to February to March. You could be dealing with three very different energies that may look like it's the same one. It's not. So don't try to go from episode 1, January, episode 2, February, because sometimes they won't make sense in that way. They don't tie up together in that way. And again, in January, you might be dealing with an energy of work. In February, the energy I'm reading could be that of a spouse, a sister, whatever the case, you know. And they may look very similar where you think it's a continuation, but it may not be. So try to keep it open as much as you can. Also keep in mind that energy is fluid. It can change. It can change from today to tomorrow, let alone from today to a year from now. So, just throwing that out there. So keep open when you watch these. All right, so we covered pretty much everything. I feel like... Oh, roles can be reversed. That's a general rule for the readings. To close off the reading, you will get a oracle card from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. Is it Mystical Shaman? Yes, it is Mystical Shaman. Wait a minute, something about a shaman. And I know this is one of my favorite oracle decks, so yeah, it's that one. Mystical Shaman Oracle, one oracle card that is kind of like the energy for the whole year. So it's not like, oh, I have to get to December to get into those energies. No, it's energies that maybe keep in mind for the whole year. You know, try to remind yourself sometimes of the energies of this oracle card. I might introduce some bloopers at the end. For those of you that enjoy seeing, especially the animals torturing me down here when we're taking breaks, or even during the reading, sometimes I have to cut them out because it's like, okay, they're here, they're torturing, which I know you love to watch, but sometimes it's too much. It's like, okay, it's too much to leave in the reading, so I'll just take it out and I'll probably take a break and let myself be tortured. I believe that's about it. I think we're good to go, so let's go. Let's get started with January. Where you're at energetically, you got the Death card in that position, so that could come in with a bunch of meaningful interpretations. So it could be you're experiencing a death process, which would not be necessarily pretty, or you're dealing with the loss of something here, but we'll see. What you're dealing with, the Temperance card, well, it looks like you've been dealing with this process for quite a while, whatever it is. So it's not new. It's not coming through as, oh, it's happening now. It's looking like you've been in it already. How you're dealing with it, the Two of Pentacles. Not well, because you're in the position of, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know nothing. And for the advice, the Two of Cups. So it could be in regards to a potential relationship here, this whole situation. So let's clarify. Let's see what's going on. Let me do the Death card. The Seven of Pentacles, the Star, the Ace of Wands. So whatever this is, the reason that you're in the unknown about it is because you're not accepting whatever's going on. So it could be a breakup, a separation, a loss of someone. Whatever it is, it's kind of a done deal. Whatever happened there happened. The more you don't accept it, the harder it's going to get for you. I see that you're coming in with a sense of, but my intention is for things to work out. I get it. And that can very much be your intention. But at the same time, there's the part of acceptance that things already happened. You can't change that. And then you'll take it from there. You can still have that intention. You can still work towards that intention. But not against the fact that things happen in the way that they did. You know what I mean? So you can keep that intention. You can keep that hope. Not accepting what happened means that you might break those boundaries of whatever the hell happened. If someone said, look, this is it for me, that means you're pushing against that. And that means you're not accepting what they're saying. You know what I mean? Or if there's an actual loss involved, you can't, no matter how much you try to turn back time, it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? You can't fight what happened, basically. And I feel like that's what you're kind of experiencing here, and that's why you're in this position of, I don't know, you know? If you would accept what happened, you would be in the position of, at least I know that, and I can take it from there. You know what I mean? There's still going to be a huge amount of I don't know to it, but in a little bit of a different way. Let's do the Temperance card. For the Temperance card, for what you're dealing with, the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords. And you've been struggling for such a long time to, again, go against what happened and to kind of twist the end result of it. To kind of go against everything and make it all better, bring it all back, you know? One, you're not going to bring it back. Two, you can bring a new energy into play if you wanted to try, but keep in mind there's another energy attached to this. It takes two to tango. That's a good reminder too. Sometimes it's not only up to you and what you want, you know. As much as we want it to be that way, it's not going to work that way. So I don't know the situation. I don't know what the hell is going on here. These are just kind of reminders to maybe settle down this energy of I don't know, because I feel like it's pretty strong at this point of feeling like you're lost in this, you know. The Two of Pentacles, you get the Nine of Pentacles, the Magician, the Nine of Wands. Yeah, and again, going against these energies is basically going against you. Because I see you manifesting from the position of you. If there's another energy involved, you can't force them to do that in order for your well-being to be flourishing, you know, like, yeah, a good reminder for this month is that it takes two to tango, and start by accepting things as they are and take it from there. You know what I mean? This is a tough one. That's how you start the year? Oh man. Okay, let's mellow it down. You know, before summer you'll be perfect here. For the Two of Cups, in the advice, you get the Wheel of Fortune, the Judgment card, the Strength card. Yeah, it's like you want to turn back time. You want for things to not be the way they are. That is equivalent to I'm not accepting things as they are. Start there. As hard as it is, as painful as it is, start by accepting, not going against it. It's just going to make things a whole lot harder for you if you just try to go against things in the way that they are. You know what I mean? So start with that little one, which is going to be big. It's not going to be that little. And then take it from there. And again, the understanding of there's two energies here, not only yours. So that's it for January. Right, moving on to February. Okay. Where you're at energetically, the Strength card, you're already doing a little better here. You're already starting to pick yourself up slowly but surely here. What you're dealing with, the Ace of Swords, there's an action involved here. Maybe you want to do something about something. How you're dealing with the Two of Pentacles, there's still a sense of confusion. There's still a lack of clarity, complete clarity over the situation. And for the advice, the High Priestess, that's your intuition showing up like crazy. So try to connect to that as much as you can. Let's see here. Let me do the Strength card. The Seven of Cups, the Emperor, the Page of Swords. The Strength shows up tied up to acknowledging and accepting the fact that whoever you're dealing with maybe is in the state of, okay, they're moving on. And looking at that and being like, okay, you know, instead of, no, they're not going to move on. No, you know. So there's definitely a little more leaning towards accepting things and facing things in the way that they are. Which is great. It's not feeling nice, but it feels way better than going against it, you know? Let's do the Ace of Swords, the Moon, the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Cups. I kind of get the sense that you're trying to look for making sense of things, like a path towards your own happiness. You know what I mean? So it's the first sign I'm seeing of, the first little sign I'm seeing of, all right, let's see what I'm going to do for myself here, you know? But it's looking to be very, very difficult because it does seem like it's a forced kind of an energy in the sense of you're just getting into the phase of acceptance here. You can't just jump into, okay, next, I'm ready for next, you know? It's not a lot, it's just the idea, but the idea is pushing, almost like I have to find something. No, you don't. No, you don't. You have to find yourself first in order to find something outside of yourself. You know what I mean? So that's why it's looking a little difficult, because you keep on looking outside to hang on to something that might potentially bring you happiness. And it's like, first you got to deal with what's going on inside, because if the inside is all over the place, you're not going to find anything outside that's stable. You know what I mean? Everything outside is going to look all over the place, and it's like, what do I grab onto? I don't know. You know, so that's why you're still in the energy of I don't know here. For the Two of Pentacles, you get the King of Cups, the Judgment card, the Two of Cups. Yeah, you're looking outside of yourself. You're starting the process by, okay, I accept, they're moving on. So should I? Where is the next person that I'm gonna? I'm gonna give it to you straight. You're not ready for the next person or the next best thing to replace whatever this was. You know, not right now. If you were to take a little time for yourself to let things settle, even this process of acceptance is not complete. Yeah, you're looking here, you're looking there. It's like a little bit of acceptance here, a little bit there. It has to be fully grounded, you know, fully instilled within yourself. And then there's a process of the grieving process over this. Where's that at? I'll do it when I find something else. Okay. No. So no, you're rushing a little here. You're trying to rush. You know what I mean? Let things settle down. Be with yourself for a little bit. You know, start looking inside rather than outside here. This is not going to help you. For the High Priestess, you get the Page of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Knight of Wands. I mean, great that you're using your intuition to find something out there that, oh my God, this feels so good. This, you know, but again, and if you want to go that route, go that route. I'm not here to stop you. I'm just kind of here to reveal the energies that are at play. If you find something, someone, something, I don't know, that looks good, that feels good, and you want to engage, by all means. Just know that you're bringing quite the baggage here in that. So it may look good and pretty in the beginning. At some point when things settle down, that baggage is going to overflow. And who knows what the hell they have on their side. So I don't think you want that, ultimately. You may want that in the minute, you know, that you find this and it's like, oh my God, it looks so good, it feels so good. Yeah, I moved on. Okay. I'm just saying, don't rush. If the energy comes, because it looks like it's pouring in of, let's go. Next, I accept it. Okay, they moved on. So can I. Bam, let's go. I would reconsider. I would probably be with myself for a little bit until things settle down, until I gain the sense of clarity, until I go through the process of dealing with whatever was left from this, so that I don't bring that into the next that you want to jump into. So that's just me. But that's it. Let's move on to March. Alright, so where you're at energetically, the Seven of Pentacles. You seem to be focused on something you're actively working on. What you're dealing with, the Two of Wands, you may have to wait for something, or maybe you're waiting for something and you don't even know you're waiting for something. How you're dealing with it, the Knight of Wands. This looks like an energy that's coming towards you. Maybe that's what you're waiting for. So Well, you look to be pretty open, given that you're waiting for it. I don't know. For the advice, the Queen of Swords, that's you right there. So you're looking pretty good, pretty stable, especially in the material there. I kind of get the sense that this energy is like you're waiting for it, but you don't know you're waiting for it. You know what I mean? So it's like you're doing your thing. And then this energy comes in and it's like, oh, I didn't even know I was waiting for you, kind of a thing, you know? I don't know. It's pretty funny the way it shows up, because it looks like it kind of blindsides you. I don't know. Let's do the Seven of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Judgment card. You're giving me the sense of, I feel like this is coming through with a little bit of a tone of expansion here. So whatever it is you're working on, it feels like you're trying to push it further, you know, to the next level, if you would. Where it feels like something within you is telling you, okay, let's go to next, you know what I mean? So, okay, it looks like a good energy. It has stayed because there's fear there, so there's definitely that sense of you really wanting to go to the next level here. But let's see here, for the Two of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Three of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles. You got something here, or someone, I don't know. You're waiting for where it's like sending that text and waiting for the response, waiting for the reply or something. It's something that looks promising. It looks like it could go somewhere, could go places. I'm not sure if this has to do with love or if it's about work, but it's something that looks to be coming together in the way that it shows up. But you are waiting for that response to it, but you kind of know that the response is positive also. I don't know. For the Knight of... I just realized, did you downgrade to the Knight this year? Which is not a downgrade necessarily, but from the King to the Knight, it's a downgrade, but it's not really. Anyways, for the Knight of Wands, you get the Star, the Queen of Swords, the Hierophant. There's an energy that's drawn to you like crazy here. And I feel like this is what we're talking about here. This is what's coming together here. Let's do the Queen of Swords in the advice. The Page of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Two of Swords. It kind of intimidates you too a little bit, because you almost look like you're taking it on fully, you're fully open to it, but at the same time, the closer it gets to you, this energy, it feels like, which creates a lot of confusion on your side, because you're like, why am I doing this? Why am I shutting down or not completely letting them in, or I don't know. From what I've seen in the past couple of months there, it was looking like you were going through something and you kind of rushed through that process. So maybe you're not fully ready for this. Who the hell knows? That's just my input based on what I've seen. But there seems to be a little bit of, they get closer and closer and you're like, oh. So based on the energies I'm seeing, everything looks quite okay. You just possibly have to look a little bit into yourself and to be honest with yourself whether or not you're ready for this. Because if you're not, you can take a little time for yourself, and then if this is meant to be, it'll be there, when you come out of that. So, you look a little... But that's it. Let's go to April. No? Okay. Where you're at energetically, the Page of Cups. Your heart is fairly open, but I'm seeing what you're dealing with as the Queen of Swords. It's almost like a balancing act between your heart and your mind there, which is pretty good. I mean, there's definitely a sense of balance here that you're in. You know what I mean? How you're dealing with it, the Two of Wands, you're giving yourself some time here. You look like you're in that place of kind of on hold a little bit while you're balancing yourself out. It kind of feels good in this energy, and it feels like, I don't really want to engage much with anything outside of that. For the advice, the Queen of Wands, yeah, you're feeling good. You're feeling good about yourself here. Looks good. Let's see. Let's see what's hiding under all of this. Page of Cups. Let's see what that's about. Nine of Swords, the Lovers, the Queen of Cups. There's a connection here that you feel fully open from your heart, energetically speaking, but in reality, it feels like it stresses you out a little bit. I don't know what about it stresses you out, but there's something about it that it's like, it's not sitting right with you. You know, it's not a lot, but there's something there in the way when it comes to this connection. Let's do the Queen of Swords for what you're dealing with. The Ten of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the Ten of Swords. There's an energy of loss and of moving on that comes through for you. It could be the past energy that you skipped. And it could be that it's coming for you again, because I told you, it's going to come back to you. You can skip it. You can be like, okay, I'm ready, 2 minutes later. But it'll come back. So it could be that. It could be something else completely different. But it's an energy of loss and of moving on that feels like you're having a hard time with, whatever the hell that means. And you're looking at it. You're not. You're looking at it in the sense of acknowledging it. You're not necessarily working on it. You're seeing it. You're like, oh, here it is. Let's do the Two of Wands for how you're dealing with it. The Six of Wands, the King of Swords, the World card. You're like, yay. Complete. Check. I'm done. I've healed it. Am I missing something? I'm like, where? Where'd you heal it? Just because you acknowledge it, that's a big first step in healing it. But like, okay, you healed it. I missed it. I'm missing it. I'm like, where? I've been here since January with you, and I'm like, I'm not seeing that process of healing over it. Again, the acknowledgement, big one. Keep with it. But from there to actually healing it, still a little step left. And you jump to the end here. You're like, check. Done. The Queen of Wands, you get the Nine of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Temperance card. Okay, there's another acknowledgement on your part. I know, it's going to take time to heal. I know it doesn't work like that. And almost with that Nine of Wands giving me a sense of, I'm going to give it that time. I'm probably not ready to start the healing process right now, but I know it's here. And I know that even if I kind of try to not look at it right now, it's going to come back. Or it's something that's being brought to your attention, basically, and you're acknowledging that. And you're saying, I may not do it now, because, I'll find some reasons not to. But I know I'll have to do it. And I know it's going to take some time. And I know it's a process. Good. It's like you're 50% there. Your healing is 50% done. With the first acknowledgement, you were at 25. This is 50. You're on the right track here. I don't know what the hell this is doing here. I feel like this is maybe this whole I've healed it, I'm good, check. Maybe that excuse to not do it now. You know what I mean? Because I see you acknowledging that, I'll do it later. Okay, this was a funny one. I mean, it's a big month. It's filled with acknowledgements and revelations, and I'm sure it'll bring something down the road for you. Maybe that's what's bugging you about this connection, because there's still a little bit of stressing about something when it comes to this situation. And it could be the energy that's in the way, which is this one, you know, the unhealed wound, that's something left for you, a loss of some sort. So anyways, because it all ties together. That's it. All right, let's do May. Oops. Okay, so where you're at energetically, the Nine of Pentacles. It's a pretty stable energy. It's looking good, like you're feeling good within yourself there. Pretty stable. What you're dealing with, the Fool. I'm looking at how you're dealing with it, and it's kind of contradictory there. So the Fool is a pretty open energy. How you're dealing with it is from a pretty closed stance. So it's like, what the hell is going on here? Interesting. I don't know yet. We will have to clarify. For now, it's energetically speaking, this energy of openness comes through, and then it's being shut down in how you're dealing with it from a sense of disconnection emotionally from this. In the advice, the Six of Pentacles, something looks to be in the energy of equal give and take. Let's see what the hell's going on here. Let me do the Nine of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Ace of Wands, the Tower. Oi! I kind of get the sense that you're sabotaging something, because you're very much aware of what's going on here. With that Nine of Pentacles being straight up in there, it feels like, okay, you know what's up. And then you're like, it almost feels like you're doing something on purpose to sabotage something. Let me do the Fool for what you're dealing with. The High Priestess, the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles. It doesn't make sense. Because in your energy, you're showing up as you want for this to work out. So why would you mess with this? Oh, let me do the Eight of Cups. The Hermit, the Eight of Swords, the Four of Wands. Okay, so we're dealing with a commitment of some sort, or the possibility of a commitment. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. So the possibility of commitment is here. Energetically speaking, you're very much open to it. Physically speaking, there's a little bit of a mental block in there with that Eight of Swords there. So it's kind of like, okay, what's going on here? Well, if I were to go with this, then that would happen, and that might happen, and that might happen, and I don't know if I'm ready for that to happen, and that to happen. So you're starting to complicate things here, basically. So I'm not surprised that you're possibly sabotaging this. Partly knowingly. So half of you knows that you're fucking this up. You're doing it on purpose. Half of you is like, what the fuck am I doing? But I'm still going to do it. Six of Pentacles. Let's see what's going on. The Page of Wands, the Sun, the Death card. What I just said. Half of you is working with this. It's like, oh my God. Yeah, let's take it up a notch. Commitment. Let's open it up to it. Let's go. Half of you is like, nope, we're shutting this shit down. We're done. We're done. Done. I'm not seeing this going anywhere. I'm seeing you messing with it. While you do it, while you mess with it, you're not realizing necessarily that you're messing with it. But by the time you're done messing with it, that's when you realize, okay, I'm in it. I can't back down. So I'm just going to continue with it. And that's that. I'm done. It is what it is. Let's see what happens, you know? So this whole month seems to be a little bit of a self-sabotaging kind of an energy at play. And part of you knows about it. Part of you doesn't. And I don't see things ending in the drastic way that you're showing it to me here, but I kind of see things as remaining a little bit up in the air. There is the very close danger zone here of this actually ending. Like you took it too far with the sabotage, in the sense of, okay, I lost it. I lost control over it. Where the fuck is this going? You're very close to it. But to me, energetically speaking, it doesn't feel like things are done here, you know? So I don't know. And I don't even know what the hell this is about, but that's it. Let's move on to June. All right, the energy that you're at, the 10 of Cups, that's a lot of happiness. And that is tied up to another person. So that is the available energy that's here for the month. What you're dealing with the Hangman, finally a break after the roller coaster of last month. You're finally showing up and let's just chill. Let's just stop in our tracks and let's just chill. How you're dealing with it, the 4 of Cups, you don't like that? You don't like that you're chilling? You don't like that everything kind of paused and stopped, but better than the roller coaster. The advice, the 10 of Swords. What'd you do? What did you do? This is the time where you say, I fucked up. No, you didn't. I don't know. It comes through, again, to me, it didn't feel like things were done, but rather things were kind of up in the air, like there was unfinished business there for the last month. But you are definitely taking it as, I think this is it. And it might be. Who knows how things are evolving there, because, you know, there's another energy involved. So who the hell knows how things have been taken there. I did say there's a very thin line there, where if that line is being crossed, then yes, it could have been that, you know, things have been played around with so much that it kind of possibly ended the situation. You are giving me that energy, feeling the loss of something here, but let's clarify. Let's see what's going on. And no, you didn't fuck up, but kind of came through as the storyline there. You just played off the energies that were at play, you know, where there's unhealed stuff within us, we're gonna come from those energies, and a lot of the times we don't even realize. And yeah, we'll interpret it as, oh man, I fucked up, oh man, I'm a loser, or I'm this, or no, that's not the case. Oh man, I acted from the energies that I didn't even know were there. That would be more appropriate. For the 10 of Cups, you get the Strength card, the Judgment card, the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, things have settled down here enough for you to realize what the situation represents to you truly, from a heart perspective, you know, not from, okay, let's play with this, you know. Because games are usually of the mind, but, you know, when the heart is involved, you see things in a different way. So you're giving yourself time and permission here to open up your heart to see what this actually represents to you. And there is love there, you know? Yeah, lots of it. For the Hangman, you get the 10 of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles. And the idea of, you know, yeah, you may have kind of pushed things a little, and you're coming through with an energy of, as soon as things are settling down, an energy of, let's try to kind of mend whatever was broken there. If I caused any kind of anything, I'll try on my end to fix it, you know? For the 4 of Cups, based on what you feel here. For the 4 of Cups, you get the 10 of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the Hierophant. You're showing me a perfect match to your energy on the other side. So you're definitely in that perception of whoever you're dealing with matches you in the intention and what what it is that you truly want, how it is that you truly feel about the situation, like the both of you, almost like knowing. And being kind of disappointed that something interfered with that. Something fucked that over, you know? Let's do the Ten of Swords. The Eight of Cups, the Emperor, the Knight of Cups. Yeah. Because you're feeling that disconnection. No matter how much you're showing me, oh, they feel the same way, they want the same thing, whatever happened that interfered with the situation created some sort of a distance here. And you're feeling that distance too, especially from them. Like you're not feeling them close by necessarily. So that to you means, oh, trouble. Big trouble. You know? So it's a month of reflection, basically, but like being really brutally honest with yourself here, which I feel like is needed. You know, I'm not sure, I don't see you necessarily doing anything, just kind of sitting with these energies and acknowledging them and letting them kind of sink in, which probably a good idea. So, okay, that's it. Let's go to July. Hold on, I lost the card. All right, where you're at energetically, the Seven of Swords, you're kind of putting something on the back burner there. You're, I wouldn't say you're showing up uninterested, but you're definitely not paying attention to something here, and it's self-imposed. It's like it's a decision on your side. I'm just not going to look at that for now. What you're dealing with, the Page of Wands. There's a little bit of a energy that's coming through for you as quite interesting. Given that you have the King of Pentacles and how you're dealing with it, it could be that it's tied up to work or your own sense of stability. So it could be an idea that's coming through for you, or maybe you're starting a new project that seems to be interesting. I don't know. It looks good. So in the advice, the Ace of Wands, you're definitely, this is a very initiative kind of beginning kind of a thing. So it could be that you're starting something brand new here, or even working on whatever is in place already, but bringing in a new kind of energy to it. I don't know, it looks interesting. And it has to do with your own sense of stability, possibly. So maybe that's why you're putting something to the side as you focus on this, because something caught your attention here. Let's see, let's clarify. Let me clarify the Seven of Swords. The Temperance card, the Two of Cups, the Five of Cups. Whatever it is that you've dealt with for the last few months, I kind of feel like you're giving it a rest. It's almost looking like you possibly done all you could for the situation at this time, and you're kind of putting it to the side. You're not throwing it out the window or to the trash there, but you're like, let it sit for a minute, you know. There's still healing going on there. There's still stuff happening. So it's like, just let it sit to the side while I take care of this, you know. For the Page of Wands and what you're dealing with, the Three of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Wands. You keep on, who are these people to you? King of Wands, Knight of Wands. I haven't seen the King of Wands here much. Maybe I just kind of, I don't know. But anyways, there's this common knowledge on both sides here, your side and whoever you're dealing with there, that things are going to pick back up. the situation just needs time and healing, and things are going to go back to, not back to what they were, but possibly even to a better place after this healing process and after this time. So it looks like you're getting a little bit of maybe a confirmation for that at this time. I'm not sure what that is, but it kind of looks a little bit like that. Let me do the King of Pentacles, the Hangman, the Ace of Swords, the Empress. You're stepping into your power here. You're doing something. You're taking some sort of action. And I'm not sure if it's in regards to this. I feel like, again, it's leaning more towards your own sense of stability and growth, because you are definitely stepping into your power here, and you're coming from that position and creating from that place. So you could be taking something on here that looks interesting to you, that looks like it's new, refreshing. Like, okay, let's switch it up a little, you know? I don't know. Let's do the Ace of Wands. It looks to be a month of a combo between the healing of whatever this is and something brand new for you personally, that has to do with you. So it's kind of a mix of both there, the way it's coming through. For the Ace of Wands, you get the Page of Cups, the Seven of Wands, the Three of Swords. Okay. You're like... This is an interesting energy, because you're jumping into something here. I don't know what it is. I can't see what it is, but I just see it as this nice energy that really you feel super nice about, and you're just going with it. And you're like, whatever happens, even if it's becoming hard or whatever kind of challenges I encounter with this one, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna go for it. It feels like a really genuine, just throwing yourself into something here. You know, it feels good to you, no matter how hard it is. So I don't know, this feels good. And it feels like you're in that position of really acknowledging and really recognizing what is good for you and what not at this time. So go for it. I don't know. You're kind of looking a little bit, projecting into the future and seeing quite the challenges with it, but I feel like you don't care at this time. So it's like, if it feels good, hell yeah. But that's it. All right, moving on to August. Come on. I need another deck of cards like these. They're really getting very soft, too soft for my taste. They've been through a lot of energies. Let's give them a break. The place where you're at energetically, the Queen of Pentacles. Lots of, you know what? I did the extended for whoever you're dealing with for the last month, and they were in the exact same place that you're at right now. So it's like, copycat? Come on. No. It's quite normal to see this, you know, as energies are connected through healing, through growing. It's quite normal, quite common to see this. As one is going through something, so is the other one. So you're stepping into an energy of self-love, self-care, just kind of giving to yourself at this time, which feels really good, really empowering here. So let's see, let's clarify. Let me clarify the Queen of, I didn't go through. So in your, I forgot. Queen of Pentacles, because pretty much everything says the same thing, but Queen of Pentacles for where you're at energetically, self-love, self-care, what you're dealing with, the High Priestess, your intuition, how you're dealing with it, the Temperance, you're giving yourself time, space to tune in, and the Advice, the Nine of Pentacles, really a place of stepping into your power there. So pretty much all saying the same thing, but I forgot to kind of go through them individually. But let's clarify. Queen of Pentacles, you get the Six of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Queen of Cups. There's a little bit of blockage when it comes to you opening up your heart completely. It feels like, especially to yourself, that energy of self-love. You're feeling it, but it's like, something's missing. You know, like I'm not feeling it fully. Like that. Like I love myself, God damn it. You're just in the, I love myself. There's no God damn it to it. You know what I mean? So it's like there's something, a little bit of something missing. Let's do the High Priestess. The Page of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles. You're learning that you're hanging on to fear. A lot of times, especially in listening to your intuition and pursuing things or situations or people, you're hanging on a lot to your fear. Like your fear is always there and you're grabbing it. You're like, let's function through fear. And fear is always going to be there. It's a matter of how we deal with it. You know, are we going to be best friends with it and holding hands and being like, let's go for a stroll? Or are we going to be like, fear, I know you're here. I know you're part of me. But I need to do this regardless. What are you going to do? You can come with, but I'll still do this. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to hold your hand through it. So you're definitely, which is very interesting because that's exactly what I saw back in the extended for the previous month. You're looking into your fear a lot and learning how that fear functions, you know, through whatever it is you're doing. Let's do the Temperance card for how you're dealing with it. The Hermit, the Chariot, the Strength card. Whoa. Well, you're doing it right. You're giving yourself permission, time, space. Lots of healing going on here for this month for you. Quite intense too, quite deep. Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Fool, the Empress. Yep, stepping into your power, definitely. Big time. Big time. But it's funny the way it shows up, because it's like, it's almost like you get a reminder, you know, after you've done all of this healing, and it's exhausting, and it's a lot, and it's empowering in itself, you're like, oh, let me step into these energies. Bam, you do it, but it's almost like a reminder, like you snoozed for a little bit, and you're like, okay, I'm up. Okay, let's go. I don't know how and why it shows up like that. With the Eight of Wands, it feels like you're getting a tap on the shoulder or a reminder of some sort. Maybe from the universe, like, hey, you forget something? Now it's time to kind of own it. Oh, yeah, let's. Pretty big month. Pretty big month. Pretty empowering here. Cool. That's it. Let's go to September. Let's see. Where you're at energetically is the Queen of Wands. Pretty confident. Shown up pretty confident here. About yourself, about whatever it is you're dealing with. What you're dealing with, the Eight of Cups. I mean, there seems to be a little bit of emotional disconnection from something. It could be a little bit of cleaning up on your part, in the sense of whatever it is that doesn't serve you anymore, it kind of goes. It could be that you're cleaning up a bit. How you're dealing with it, the Queen of Pentacles, putting yourself first. For the advice, the Ten of Cups. Yeah, it's kind of sorting out through basically your life and looking at things that are no longer serving you, putting them to the side, throwing them out the window, and then whatever is meaningful and whatever is you are connected to stays. So it feels like there's quite the cleaning up here involved on your side. Let's see here. Queen of Wands. Let's clarify. King of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, King of Wands. Yeah. feeling really empowered here, feeling like, I don't know, you're coming through with a sense of clarity and confidence in what it is that you're rejecting at this time. And this King of Wands energy is definitely being pushed to the side here. Is definitely being like, no, you know, at least for now, there's a strict no to it. 8 of Cups. You get the Ace of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Devil. Yeah, not dealing with energies that do carry love, but a sense of distorted love. You know what I mean? So energies that come through your life disguised in love, but in all actuality, they're very unhealthy. You're like, no, thank you. You know, anything that shows up like that, it's a no. Let's do the Queen of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, energies that are steady, grounded, clear, everything like that. And you're showing up like that. So, of course, you're going to go with those that are in that space. Anything that's unhealthy? No. There's cleaning up being done here on your side. Let's do the 10 of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune, the Death card, the 10 of Pentacles. You're showing me a sense of there's something within you changing as well. Where you're like, you're not going to go for what makes you go crazy for like 2-3 months and those butterflies. And it's like that intense love of, oh my God, of course you want that. But it's not about that. What's more meaningful is something that sticks and stays. Yeah, if it comes with that, awesome. But if it stays, you know, if it's something that has meaning and longevity, then that's what it's about. So you're shifting into a more grounded place, a more stable and clear place, rather than let's chase butterflies for 3 months and then all shit is going to hit the fan. And then, you know, we discovered that, okay, it was nice and cool, but like, what is it now? It's a shit show. I don't want that, you know? So you're definitely shifting towards more of a grounded, nurturing, caring, stable kind of an energy within yourself, and that's what you want for yourself outside of yourself. So anything that comes through with, again, that disguise of, oh my God, like, oh my God, look at those butterflies. It's not going to do it for you, you know? It needs to come with that stamp of long-term too, and stability to it. So, cool. Quite the cleaning up month. But that's it. All right, let's move on to October. Okay, where you're at energetically, the Knight of Wands, of course you are. Why wouldn't you be? Okay, so you're dealing with an energy here that feels like it's coming through as being very nice. Okay. What you're dealing with, the 9 of Cups, there's a sense of emotional stability and happiness within yourself that you feel. How you're dealing with it, the 2 of Cups, you're pretty open to it too. You're right there with it. And for the advice, the 4 of Cups, you're upset about something here. I don't know what could upset you here, but something is looking like it's possibly upsetting you. Let's do the Knight of Wands. 9 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, the Hermit. This energy is pretty scared here as it approaches you, but I still feel like they're approaching you despite the fear that's here. The good thing about this one is that even though there's fear here, it is acknowledged. So that's nice. It's like, kind of scared. I'm scared shitless, but fuck, I'm still gonna do this, you know? 9 of Cups. The Ace of Wands, the Hangman, the Star. That's beautiful freaking energy. These are energies that are coming together and they match like crazy. And whoever's bringing this to the game, it's something that they really, really want, you know, to come here, to come and meet you in this halfway position here of the meeting point. Two of Cups. Swear to God. The Knight of Wands. The Devil, the King of Cups. Interesting, because they're coming through with an energy that's very passionate. They do carry love, but the energy they're presenting is very passionate. It's not that of love necessarily. So the love is not being exposed much, but it is being mistaken with love. It's like, oh, they love me because they're crazy about me. You know, they got the hots for me, so they love me. No. That's where we get to old patterns of, remember when you cleaned up just the other month of, you know, that whole love and that whole passion versus love, but passion turns into butterflies and butterflies turn into toxic and then toxic. No, it's not the same thing. So not to be mistaken here, because I see you making that, not making that distinction actually, making that confusion here between the two. They do carry love, but that's not what they're presenting here for some reason, because of their Knight of Wands energy flying in like crazy here. Not yet. Love is not coming through yet, in the sense that you would recognize it as love. You know, just because there's a sense of attraction, just because there's that soul to soul kind of a connection here, it's like when you see the energy that someone's coming with, it doesn't have to be all the time love just because they're leaning towards you there. So it's like, it's almost like a lesson to you to differentiate between the two. You know what I mean? They are presenting themselves quite... Well, this Knight of Wands energy there is tricky. Sometimes it comes through as a player, so it's not going to reflect much love a lot of times. But this one in particular, I've seen their course, and they do carry a lot of love. They're just not showing it for now. And it could be the fear that's in the way. It could be a lot of things that they're not showing up fully for who they are, you know. And that's why you're upset, because you're like, damn, I got burned. No, you didn't. It's just, you know, recognizing the energies. That's it. That doesn't mean you get burned. That doesn't mean you're wrong. That doesn't mean they don't carry love. Because, as I said, I see it here. But you look like maybe because of the energy that's coming through, and maybe you would mistake it with love. You might have the tendency to rush into things here, by the looks of it. You know, you're like, oh yeah, let's go. I just met you yesterday. Let's get married. You know, kind of a deal. Not, hopefully not that bad of rushing, but it comes through as maybe wanting to rush instead of taking the time to just look at the energies that are present and just work with those as they come. Because love will show up on their side, I promise you. It's just a matter of recognizing them as they come and not mistaking them, you know, that little gesture of, what would it be? I don't know. Catching them looking at you in the corner of their eye and, you know, being like, ooh. Not everything is love, basically. You know, there's that physical attraction aspect to things, which a lot of people mistake with love. There's all sorts of things here, and there's, for some reason, it's shown up in this particular instance for you, the clear distinction between passion and love, attraction and love. Because you're jumping the gun here telling me, oh, they love me if they're attracted to me. And then that sets you up for, oh, if there's love here, then let's get married. Or not get married, but you know what I mean, like moving things along quite fast based on you kind of figuring out that, oh, okay, there's love here. And then you come back to yourself and being like, man, what the hell did I do again? Like, I fucked up again. No, you didn't. It's just a matter of recognizing the energies for what they are and not going on a wish fulfillment hunt, you know, of what the energies should be. That's it. Just going with the flow of it rather than jumping to conclusions here. So that's it. Let's do November. Alright, where you're at energetically, the Nine of Wands. Quite defensive here about something. What you're dealing with, the Moon. Maybe a shadow aspect of something here. And how you're dealing with it, the Six of Cups. So you're looking at a soul connection here. And the advice, the Page of Swords. You may be doing something about it, but I don't think so. Maybe you want to, but I don't think that you'll get to do something about it. Alright, let's see. Let me do the Nine of Wands, Ace of Swords, Six of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, it feels like you want to do something about a situation that you're dealing with here, but then you bail because it's like, I'm not ready, you know? I'm not ready yet. Okay, so you're looking into a connection here with someone. It is a soul connection, so it's someone really close to you. Could go from romantic to brother, sister, friend. For the Moon, you get the Ten of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Hermit. Yeah, something happened here. There's definitely a conflict of energies there. Something happened within this dynamic. So you're trying to really look into it and figure things out for this one. Like, what do I do about it? You know, kind of a deal. Blue! Cut it out. What are you chewing on? What'd you pick up? There's nothing there. Or they shouldn't. So I don't understand. For the Six of Cups, for how you're dealing with it, the Wheel of Fortune, the Strength card, the Three of Pentacles. Very tight friendship here. Very close to you. Very meaningful. Let's do the Page of Swords. Things are unclear yet in regards to the situation. In terms of what you should do about it, or maybe not do about it, I don't know. But you're not clear in the head about it. You don't have clarity over things here when it comes to this one. For the Page of Swords, you get the Eight of Swords, the Emperor, the Four of Cups. It carries quite the energy of disappointment. So somebody may have disappointed you here. You may be disappointed in yourself here. I don't know. It's coming through as an energy of someone didn't step up. Someone didn't step up here. So I don't see this going anywhere for this month in terms of you figuring things out when it comes to this one. It is definitely being brought to your attention, this situation that you got going on with, again, a possible friend or family member that kind of is surrounded by an energy of conflict at this time. And it seems like you're not figuring things out yet for this one. So not much you can do about it in terms of just let the energies go by. If you want to do anything about it, I would say first allow for the energies to settle, because the energies are not settled. You're not clear about the situation yet. So if you were to do something about it, you would come from an energy that's very confused at this time. So I wouldn't recommend that. Just let the energies kind of settle down here for a minute and then act on them when you step into a more clear energy about it. So, okay, that's it. All right, let's do December. Okay, where you're at energetically, the Seven of Cups. I mean, it looks like an energy of kind of leaving something behind and moving on from it. What you're dealing with, the Sun, this is, I mean, it's the happiest card in the deck, so it's got to be a fairly happy energy. How you're dealing with it, the Magician. All right, so this comes through a lot as wishing it well, whatever it is that you've dealt with for the past month, because you can't figure out what the hell is up with it. You're kind of putting it, I don't feel like you're putting it behind. I kind of feel like you're putting it to the side and wishing it well as much as you can, because it's showing up here as the Six of Cups. So it could be the same energy, or it could be just another energy altogether, and just being like focusing on something else instead. Just being like, I can only do so much, and I'm just going to try to keep positive about things. And acknowledging that maybe that's the end of the road for that, and something else will show up. Who the hell knows? Let's see. Let's clarify. Let me clarify the Seven of Cups. The Fool, the Judgment card, the Queen of Swords. Yeah, this is definitely coming through as an energy of moving away from something. Blue. I just put that up there. You're not nice. I just washed this rug because Kai threw up on it, and now it's clean, and now you're using it as a blanket. That's not nice. You're not supposed to dig in it and use it as your blanket. Okay, there you go. Anyways, moving on. On your side and on my side with blue. But let's do the Sun. Kai is the thrower upper of the house, because he's eating very fast and he doesn't chew. So he's not digesting those little dry food things well. Luckily, he's got a lot of intake of wet food, but he's usually like once a week he's gonna throw up. Unfortunately, his favorite spot to throw up, like any cat, is the carpet. Luckily, I can wash it. For the Sun, the Magician, the Knight of Wands, the Ten of Cups. Okay. Yeah, you're focusing on things that bring you happiness, basically, as much as you can. And this Knight of Wands apparently heads off to whoever this is, because it brought a lot of that this year for you. Manifesting that a lot, that things will kind of go on in a beautiful, happy way for the situation. This is definitely showing up like and they lived happily ever after kind of an idea. At least in your manifestation for it. Let's do the Magician. The Five of Wands, the Sun, the Queen of Cups. There's a little bit of an obstacle in the way of your manifestation towards this, and it belongs to you. You have your heart open, you have the energy of happiness in there. Everything seems to be playing out perfectly here, alongside with your manifestation, except for this one little something in the way. I don't know what it is, and we're getting close to the end of the year here, so I'm not doing anything after that unless, I'll do it, but a year from now. So if you can't tell me what this is right now, we won't know. And it's okay if we don't know. It's fine. There's something within you internally, a little struggle that's in the way of your own manifestation here in regards to the happiness of whatever the hell this is. But you've got all the tools to play out this manifestation. You got the love, you got the happiness. And it's looking like it's starting to manifest there. So let's do the Six of Cups. The Seven of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Two of Cups. I know what the struggle is. Should I tell you or should I not? Should I let you just be curious about it a full year? I know what the struggle is. I know what the struggle is. You haven't completely closed something off. Not completely. You're 99.9 at closing that past situation off. Yay, I'm so happy we found the struggle. I'm not happy that you have to struggle with it, but I'm happy that we found it, because I'm like, I'm not gonna wait a year for this. There's still a little bit of something that keeps you connected to whatever the past situation was, so that you can fully engage in the new situation here, because I do get a sense that this is a new situation for you. Well, that's it. There's not a lot more to say. So yeah, you're still working on it. I see you still working on it, not being like, oh, okay, well, I'm done. I'm over it. What do you mean? No, there's still, the process is still at play, and you're showing me you're very much aware of that. So you're not done. You're there almost, but so things are looking up here, as much as, yeah, there's a little bit of something here, but it's not the end of the world, especially if the process is still open. It's gonna unfold. It just needs 2025, apparently. So hopefully not the whole 2025, but that's it. Right, let's close it off with the Mystical Shaman Oracle for you, and keep in mind that this energy goes for you throughout the year. So let's see what you get. Upper World, number 59. Interesting. I love the blue on this one. Okay. The essence, angels, divine helpers, the ancient ones, and all varieties of luminous beings populate the upper world. It is the place where you go to retrieve your destiny and find out who you will become, discover your great potentials, and undreamt of possibilities. It is also the place where the spirits of the dead arrive when they complete their journey to the light. The invitation. The upper world is calling you to step into your fully realized self. Clear distractions so that you can move into a higher destiny. Do not fall to the temptation to craft a slightly more improved version of yourself. What you perceive as a problem or an obstacle is in fact the irritation you need to take the great leap. Remember, you cannot cross the Grand Canyon in 2 small jumps. No? The medicine. Ask your divine helpers for guidance. If the oracle has already spoken to you, do not ask for more guidance. Take what has been offered. Now you must deal with the lethargy and idleness. While support for a new destiny is not yet in place, a new destination is available to you if you act now. It is pretty powerful and pretty in tune with what I've seen in your reading. So that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.